Hi Papaya, it is TigerFiction here, back again for yet another Q&A portion video, and hopefully the last one. Hopefully we can get this done by this video. But last time I left off at Sweet Tone 629, and we're just going to go with it. So, Nick Knack asks, favorite console of all time? I kind of went over this in my last Q&A portion and told you guys that I didn't really have a favorite console, kind of cared about the games more than the consoles themselves, so that's just my viewpoint on things. Question number 2, do you like Shin Megami Tensei? And if so, what are your favorite games in the series? I have not played many of the Shin Megami Tensei games, however I've played Devil Survivor, and I believe that's kind of like a spin-off. It's a great strategy RPG on the DS, so I guess that kind of counts-ish. Question number 3, what rare game, no matter how expensive, would you want to own? Definitely want to own Final Fantasy 3, which is basically Final Fantasy 6 for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I really want to own that game, and even the compilation, Final Fantasy Anthology for the PS1 would be great. Haven't owned that one yet. Question number 4, when watching pickup vids, almost every freaking person always mentions you when talking about Resident of Fate, whether it's Steph, Mr. DSBX, etc. How does it feel being like the face of the game or stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know if I should be flattered. I mean, it's kind of good that it kind of informed people on the game when it was buried underneath Final Fantasy XIII's release, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of good. Orion Super Sheep asks, are there any JRPGs that you're waiting to be released? Definitely waiting for Kino or Ni no Kuni, and that's a level 5 RPG. They're the developers that created White Knight Chronicles, Rogue Galaxy, great JRPG developer, so hopefully that gets localized because I know that's coming out in Japan. Don't know if it's coming out in North America, unfortunately. He or she also asks, have you played any games by Koei, and if so, what games have you played? I have not played many games by that company, and sorry if I butchered the company's name, but I believe they're partners with Tecmo. And you guys know I'm a big fan of the Monster Rancher games, so that kind of counts. 16-Bit Ghost asks, name a favorite game from your past or present that reminds you of your favorite song. What is that song? You know what, I loved to play Spyro when I was little, and for some reason the game reminds me of Pick Up the Pieces. I don't know, it's not my favorite song, but yeah, that's a good question. I think the music's very similar to Pick Up the Pieces. Go ahead and listen to it on YouTube if you have a chance. I'm sure you know the song. Maria Man 100 asks, do kids at your school know you have a YouTube channel and that you do game-related stuff? Actually, yeah, a lot of them do, and a lot of my subscribers are actually people I know in real life, so just a fun fact. And a lot of the trolls are actually people I know in real life. I mean, they're just joking around with me, so I don't take them too seriously. I mean, I obviously know they're joking, but if you do happen to see a troll on my channel, chances are I probably know them in real life. Catastrophic asks, ever listen to Hollywood Undead? I only know one of their songs, and that's California. It's probably their most popular. Edward Dorito asks, do you listen to Asian music like J-Rock or K-pop? Very selectively. I don't really listen to either, but J-Rock, you know, a little bit, maybe the Gazette / 1OK Rock. That's about it. Don't really listen to Asian music, sorry. IOAVO 911 asks, what is your KD on Black Ops? Not very high, probably 1.11 at this moment. Haven't played in a while, so. The Devil Burning asks, if you have kids, what would be your first pick for the names boy / girl? I would name them both Tiger. Question number 2, are you gonna get Dark Souls? What's Dark Souls? I don't know what Dark Souls is. Yeah, I am gonna get Dark Souls. It's gonna be a great game. I beat Demon Souls a while back and I loved it, so hopefully Dark Souls is going to be an even better successor. Question number 3, where are some places you want to visit or what things you want to do before you die? Definitely want to go to New York. Seems like a shopping haven and I love shopping, so. And things I want to do before I die, I want to go bungee jumping or something epic, or something that's, you know, life-threatening, like, I don't know, bungee jumping off of a roller coaster in motion. That'd be cool. Question number 4, what are you most afraid of? Ironically, I'm afraid of heights. I'm also afraid of the dark. Fun fact about me, I like sleeping with a lot of stuffed animals. It's just how I roll. Poppin' Fresh 93 asks, do you play RTS games on PC or any games on PC at all? I do play Minecraft. You know, I tried playing Team Fortress 2 on my PC, but I don't think my PC can really handle that. Otherwise, I'm not really a PC gamer, though I want to try out Terraria. I've been getting into Steam lately, so I might get that on Steam later. 7Fulgore7 asks, where do you live? I live in Canada. Have you ever played Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo? And he recommends it. I have not, but I would love to. If you play games on a PC, you should get Steam and get Super Meat Boy or Terraria, he says. You know what, I really want to play Super Meat Boy. I know it's on the Xbox Live Arcade, but you know what, I'd get it on Steam probably if I can find it for a good deal. It's probably really cheap already, so. The Golden Healer asks, what instruments do you play? I play the guitar, the drums, the bass, the French horn, the trumpet, and the piano. That's what I play right now. Do you think you'll ever collect old games / systems such as the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis? Yeah, of course. I think right now the Genesis is my priority. Otherwise, the Super Nintendo seems like a good system, old system to start out with. So, Kiyosaur asks, do you plan on making any Let's Play videos? It'd be pretty awesome to see. I don't know if I'm going to get into that. I mean, it's not really my style. I don't really commentate, but if you guys really want to, I guess I could try it out. S2 Lindoes2 asks, favorite PC game? That'd have to be Minecraft because it's virtually the only thing I play on PC. Question number 2, do you like watching cartoons? I love cartoons. I live for cartoons, honestly. Metallic Snake asks, by the way, you should check out his channel. He has some great stuff on there. I'll put a link to his channel. His questions are, if you could live in any game world, which would it be and why? That'd definitely have to be Final Fantasy IX. I'm playing that right now, and I just love the medieval world and, you know, all the airships and stuff like that. So it seems like a great world to live in. It's really, I don't know, it's really old school, I guess. It brings us back to the old Final Fantasies. Do you like the inclusion of game manuals of the games, and would it bother you if they just put in the disc by itself? Honestly, it would bother me a little bit, but saving the trees is probably much more important than a game manual that nobody reads anyway, so, you know what, it would bother me a little bit, but, you know, I wouldn't mind if it was just the disc by itself. He also asks, if you could pick one Xbox exclusive game to be available for the PS3, what would it be? That would definitely have to be Alan Wake. I would love to play Alan Wake. You know, I would get a 360 just for that game if only I had more money. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? I love caramel / vanilla ice cream. On the bright side, 04 asks, do you watch the HBO series A Game of Thrones? If not, I recommend it. I've heard so much praise for that series, and I would love to. If it's on Netflix, let me know if it's on Netflix, but if it is, I would definitely get Netflix just for that series. Yeah, I've heard so many good things about it, and I believe it's based on a novel. I'm not too sure if it is, but that's what I've heard. The game 3925 asks, what are your most favorite foods? Love pierogies. I love pizza, any kind of food actually. I like pasta. I'm not too sure. I like a lot of food. I'm a big fatty. Question number 2. If you had to spend the rest of your life on a deserted island with either Justin Bieber or Rebecca Black, who would you choose and why? Suicide is not an option. I don't know. Maybe Justin Bieber because his hair reminds me of cotton candy, and then I would have a source of food there. So, yeah, Justin Bieber. Henry Blazer 20 asks, if you're a hot dog on a deserted island and there wasn't anything around to eat, would you eat yourself? Probably not. I'm not very tasty. Question number 2, do you like the band Bare Naked Ladies? I only know one of their songs, and that's One Week. It's probably because it was in that Digimon movie that came out like 10 years ago. And, yeah. Question number 3, what's your favorite ice cream? Mine is banana split. That's what he says. Again, it's vanilla and caramel. Question number 4, do the people you know in real life, like friends, watch your videos or know you post content? Yes, a lot of them do. And, Again, a lot of my trolls on my channel are people I know in real life. You know, they just do it for fun, and they know I can take a joke, so. Ghost IUK asks, what's your favorite thing to watch? That would have to be you. No, I don't know. That was a rather creepy thing to say, but I don't really watch TV nowadays. I think the internet kind of killed the television, so I guess stuff on YouTube, just the YouTube community in general. On the Catch asks, what is your favorite TV show and cartoon show? I love the Fairly Odd Parents series. I don't think, is it still running? I don't know. But I used to watch it a lot after school, in elementary school. But, yeah, I guess I kind of hit two birds with one stone there. I mean, it's a TV show and a cartoon show, so great. What female character in the gaming world would you like to be in reality? That's a good question. I don't really know. I don't know if I'd like to be her, but I really like Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. I think she's great. Asian iPod 5 asks, do you listen to Japanese bands? Like I said, very selectively, not really, so sorry if I disappointed you. Bojan456 asks, do you play Xbox or Wii at all? I definitely play those systems when I'm over at friends' houses, you know. They seem to always have those systems ready at hand, so I tend to play the games over when I'm over at a friend's house or something like that. Audio Panacea asks, how long have you been playing guitar, and do you have a favorite song you always play? I've been playing guitar for about, 6 years now, and I love playing Classical Gas by Mason Williams. It's a great classical song to play. That's Mr. Dr. Professor asks, name your 3 best friends. And of course this is by someone I know in real life, and my answer to that would be Sean, and Sean. That's for you, Sean. Zadapples asks, what one thing do you carry with you at all times? That would have to be my iPod Touch, even though I've dropped it a million times. I can't believe it's still working. Kakaman3000 asks, how does Nathan Drake's hair stay up even after he goes in the water? I don't know. Super glue? And he asks, I was going to ask if you like pie, but the end of the video, oh well. Mr. DSBX Finest, check out his channel, by the way. He asks, what is your favorite clothing company? That would definitely have to be Walmart. Question number 2, when you saw TV and Less video about your channel, what was your first reaction? I honestly was in shock, and I was extremely happy and definitely surprised, because Craig's a great YouTuber and he was one of my favorites, and he still is. If you haven't heard about TV and Lust, definitely check out his channel and his website too, TV and Lust, tvandlust.net, and his podcast is there as well, so definitely check him out. Question number 3, do you feel RPGs have lost the emphasis on gameplay and tradition in place of trying to be a graphical showcase? Definitely. Nowadays I think RPGs are trying to grab gamers in by their graphics. A prime example would be Final Fantasy 13, and we all know a lot of people didn't really like that game. It's beautiful, but it did lose some of its tradition, like, you've lost the ability to explore lands, you've lost the airships, you've lost a ton of stuff that could have been a traditional Final Fantasy game, and a lot of people didn't like it. So, yeah, nowadays RPGs, are emphasizing on graphics. I don't know if that's bad or good, because I guess improving graphics is always a plus in any case, but yeah, hopefully in the future we can have RPGs with great graphics and good gameplay as well. So, question number 4, you have a tough school schedule, will it all be worth it in the long run? Probably not. Rico0992 asks, what do you want to be in the future in terms of career and stuff? Currently I am intensively studying classical guitar for performance. Hopefully I can get into that in the future, but you know what? My alternative route, which my parents really want me to get into, is game development, and I would definitely love to do something in that realm, and it'd be really interesting because gaming is a hobby and I would love to make it into a profession, so that is definitely an alternative. And who is your biggest inspiration? That would have to be you guys. I know I'm a big cheese ball. Yo, what's up, my Trigger asks, am I your favorite subscriber? You all are. XXX Skimping XXX asks, which game will win this year's Game of the Year? I am putting my money towards Uncharted 3, but then again everybody is, so I don't know. I definitely think Uncharted 3 is going to take it though, hands down. From the gameplay we've seen at E3 and the beta that we've all played, I think Uncharted 3 has a pretty good chance. And my memory ran out again. Iserald asks, favorite car/truck if money is not an issue? I don't really have one. I am not really a car/truck person. I take a lot of transit and I bike, so biking for the win? I don't know. Question number 2, where do you want to live permanently in the future? I would love to live somewhere in Europe because that's like having a vacation every single day. Ben Saturn, you should check out his channel as well. He's a great guy. Question number 1, he says, create your own game. What would you like to see in it? That is a great question. I would like to make a game where you bungee jump off of a roller coaster in motion. I think that would be an awesome game. I don't really know. This question would take a lot of thought, and honestly, there's so many different ideas out there. I don't know where to start, but that's a great question. Question number 2, your favorite game so far? Oh my god, that is a difficult question. I'd have to go with Snake Eater for the PS2. That game was amazing. Question number 3, which country would you like to travel to and why? And Ben Saturn, he's actually from Portugal, so I would love to travel to Portugal because, I just had some Portuguese food the other day, and Portuguese food is amazing, so I would love to go to Portugal. Not just for the food, but for everything else, like the attractions, landscape and everything, so Portugal is my answer. Griffulian's Games asks, do you watch anime, and if you do, what's your favorite or top favorites? I don't really watch anime. Like I said before, I don't know, I just haven't really watched anime at all, but a lot of you have suggested me a couple like Naruto, Bleach, and those ones, so possibly I'll check those out soon. I also heard, what was it? Something Cowboy Bebop, some ridiculous name. I heard that one was really good as well, so hopefully I can check that out. He also asks, if not, then what's the #1 game you would love to see hit your region from Japan? That is a Japan-only game. I don't know if Ni no Kuni is going to be localized. I would definitely love to pick that up because I'm a big fan of the artwork, and Level 5 is a great developer, so I know it's going to be a great JRPG. So if that doesn't get up, if that doesn't end up getting localized, then that would be my answer, Ni no Kuni. Slicer141 asks, or he says, I'm going to subscribe after seeing your collections and vids. Oh, well, thank you. XPhilB asks, what is your favorite game genre? I love RPGs. That is my thing nowadays. And action adventures are really good as well. Question number 2, what is your favorite game character? I'd have to go with Spyro. Question number 3, what is your favorite game of all time and why? Snake Eater, for its cinematics, its story, its gameplay. It's just a great package overall. And when I first played it and finished it, I was in awe. I was like, no, why did I have to finish? But hopefully it comes out for the 3DS because I definitely picked that up. Question number 4, what is your favorite game for the PS3? You guys know what it is. It's Resonance of Fate. And question number 5, what is your ambition/goal to do in life? I would love to do something musically or something artsy and creative. That's definitely the route that I would love to go through. Jiro Shinto asks, do you watch other YouTube gamers, and if you don't, you probably want to check out some. Try XLH Gladiator or Baya Coco, or some others who have experience in many different game genres. I'll definitely check those out, and you know what, I do watch a lot of other YouTube gamers, and there's too many to name off the top of my head, so my answer is yes, I do watch a lot of YouTube gamers, and I try to support them to the best of my abilities. He's also asking, I'm interested to know what your favorite anime is. Probably was asked before though. Not at all. I don't really have a favorite anime, like I said. I'm sorry. When I'd Leave asks, why don't you do guitar covers anymore? probably because I'm really lazy, and mostly because time constraints. I am nearing the point in my life where I actually have to start studying, so I guess that's my answer. And what's your thoughts on AC Revelations? I attempted to get into the Assassin's Creed series, but the first one just turned me off. I mean, I played it and I was like, I can't handle this anymore. And I'm a person who likes to play my games in chronological order, so you know, by the time I've even finished Assassin's Creed, the first one, I don't know if I'd get to Revelations, but I watched the trailer. It looks really good so far. And you know what, if I do end up getting into Assassin's Creed, I'll definitely pick Revelations up. Question number 2, how come you still make videos near your fireplace? I thought you said that that was the last time you're gonna film near the fireplace after your first sitting next to a fireplace game review. Yeah, I only recall making 2 videos near a fireplace, and both times I've ended up hurting myself, so thanks for reminding me of my pain. Don't think I'm gonna film by a fireplace anymore. Maybe I should, just for kicks. Claude Kill asks, who's the cutest male YouTuber for gaming? And he says, oh, I know, it's Claude Kill. I don't know. Next question. Oh, and that's it. So, thank you guys so much for sending in all those questions. I know it took me a while to answer them all, and hopefully I can edit this video as soon as possible. It is boiling hot in here, so maybe that will have to wait till later. But thank you guys so much for participating, and I'll check your home skillets later. Peace! Oh, bye-bye.